Welcome to Run It Back Philly. DJ Eastwood doesn't need your mother***ing intro.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top. So you...
Oh, man. Man. First thing I want to say is anybody that I made a mod of the channel, please don't do anything. Don't put anybody on a timeout. Don't do anything to anybody in the chat. Unless it's one of those weird, weird links and one of those spam things. But anybody trolling or hating on me or the Sixers, let it rock. We deserve every single ounce of it. I know there's going to be a lot of Toronto Raptors fans in here. We deserve every single ounce of hate, trolling, celebrating, whatever they're going to do in the chat. So don't put anyone on timeout. Don't do anything. Wow. 320 in the chat. Of course, people want to hear me rant. Why wouldn't there be 320 in here already? Please hit the like button on the stream. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're brand new and you want to rant about the Sixers. Subscribe if you're a Philly fan who inevitably gets stabbed in the heart by your own team every single season. Every single season. Okay. The Sixers lose to the Toronto Raptors 103-88. We scored 88 points in an entire basketball game. We came out here in Game 5 in Philly, and we scored 88 points in an entire basketball game. In 2022, we scored 88 points. That's all I need to say. Show's over, right? I mean, look, I thought Game 4 was officiated a certain way up there in Toronto, but I still pointed out the things that the Sixers did wrong, and I still pointed out the things that the Sixers could have done to win that game despite the officiating in a sweep game. Look at the Boston Celtics. They just pulled off a sweep against the Brooklyn Nets, 116-112. And there was a lot of questionable calls in that game, and Jason Tatum fouled out. So the NBA didn't want to sweep over there, but the Celtics still won the damn game. So we didn't survive the sweep game, and then we come back in Game 5. I talk all the stuff I was talking today, and I was feeling good. And the Sixers let me down, and the Sixers make me look stupid to YouTube and the NBA community. Just what an absolutely pathetic performance by the Philadelphia 76ers. Absolutely pathetic performance. I got to give it up to the Toronto Raptors. I got to give it up to Nick Nurse. They played a great game. This is actually what I expected this series to look like. Like if you listen to all the stuff I was saying leading up to this series, on all the live streams, all the shows we were doing, previewing the series, this is what I expected it to look like these past 2 games. Actually, 3 games now, which is scary if you think about it. And Kate Scott had to point it out at the end of the broadcast there just to let us know, hey, we only really looked good in 2 games. So I got way too high on being up 3-0. I got way too high on being up 3-0. Because what you saw in Game 3, and we survived it. We played like garbage. The Raptors out-hustled us, out-rebounded us, out-defended us, yada, yada, yada. We survived it because Joel Embiid played hero ball once again, had 33 and 15, and hit a game-winning three-pointer with 0.7 seconds on the clock. All right? Game 4, we played like shit. Game 5, We continue to play like shit. So I have an actual legitimate question for everybody in this stream right now. Can Doc Rivers actually become the first NBA head coach to blow a 3-0 playoff lead? Can Doc Rivers actually become the first NBA coach in history to blow a 3-0 lead? And here's my answer to my own question. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, he can. 100% yes, he can. Because this Toronto Raptors team is exactly what I was saying is the Sixers' kryptonite. We lack athleticism. We are one of the worst transition defense teams in the NBA. We're one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA. Leading up to this series, all the previewing I was doing, I sounded very negative, and some people didn't like how negative I sounded. Oh, you don't seem very confident in your team. I wasn't. And then they tricked me. And then the Sixers tricked me by going up 3-0. They tricked me. And then I went against my own beliefs. I went against my own gut feeling. And I said, oh, you know what? We're up 3-0. Turns out the Raptors are frauds. And then game 4 happens, and now game 5 happens. This is dangerous now. Because the Toronto Raptors have a ton of 6'9" athletes that can play basketball straight up. None of them are a superstar, but they can all play ball. And they can switch on every single screen on defense, which eliminates the pick and roll. They can out-rebound us. They can share the ball on offense. And when they're doing what they did tonight and we're doing what we did, this could actually go wrong. That's the craziest part about this, is that nobody's ever blown a 3-0 lead, because when a team goes up 3-0, it's usually the much, much better basketball team. But now it's looking like what I expected it to look like before the series started, which is a knockdown, drag-out fight. And I expected the Sixers to have a couple clunkers, a couple terrible-looking games where the Raptors did everything right and we did everything wrong. I just didn't expect it all to happen after we go up 3-0. So now we're up 3-1. I mean, we're up 3-2. We got to go play game 6 in Toronto. And if we don't steal that one, we're actually facing a game 7 in South Philly. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I thought, you know what? I was going to take a mini vacation. I thought, hey, if the Sixers close this out, we get what? A week until the next series starts, or what is it? Who we're going to play? Miami? I don't know what that series is. But either way, I was looking forward to making some casual videos during the week, previewing the Sixers, Heat, whatever. And now here we are. The Raptors take 2 in a row. And we could, it's very, very possible, actually. And wouldn't it just be fitting, not just for Doc Rivers, but for the Philadelphia 76ers as a franchise, to be the first team in history to blow a 3-0 lead? Now, I hope, of course, that they get their act together and go steal Game 6 in Toronto. But there's a couple things that are going to prevent that from happening. I mean, you know, Joel Embiid cannot play like he played in this game if we want to steal game 6 in Toronto. Joel Embiid was so bad defensively in this game. And it's like, is that, I don't understand it. I don't understand why we looked like this in this game. How did we come out here and look just sluggish from the very jump? And shout out to my guy Romp. Right when this game started, he said, we are cooked. And I said, calm down, bro. And then I was trying to make everybody feel better. I said, remember when the Raps were up 17-2 in game 1 and we won by 30 points? Relax. Sixers, you let me down, man. You let me down big time. You let me down big time. Big time, man. What am I doing?